I'm Will Schofield Broadbent. I'm a senior at SUNY Environmental Science and Forestry, studying conservation biology, with a focus in environmental education and interpretation. This summer, I am the interpretive naturalist intern. I teach people about nature at SUNY ESF's Adirondack Interpretive Center, a public facing facility in Newcomb, New York, situated in the Adirondack Park. Today, we'll be talking about the family Salticidae, better known as jumping spiders. Salticidae consists of over 6,000 known species whose origins can be traced back to 50 million years ago. In fact, some specimens have been found preserved in Baltic amber. Jumping spiders are all around us, really, especially here in the Adirondack Park, and they're quite easily identifiable. They have flat faces compared to the rounded faces of most other spider species. They also have some of the most dramatically large anterior median eyes. I'll talk about that later. While they range from 1 millimeter in length to up to 25 millimeters in length, you're likely to find one, as they constitute 13% of all spider species and can be found on all continents except for Antarctica. All spiders have 8 eyes, but jumping spiders use their 4 pairs better than the rest. Due to their eyes' placement, they have almost a 360-degree view. Additionally, they can see in ultraviolet wavelengths, making their visual perception and acuity something to marvel at. Jumping spiders have their eyes laid out fairly uniquely. Their forward-most facing eyes are used to perceive color, distance, and depth, while their other 3, situated about here, are used to primarily identify light and movement. So we know what they look like, but what do they do? What do they eat? Well, let's start with that, their diet. Jumping spiders are carnivores, they're hunters. Some smaller species may hunt fruit flies and gnats, while larger ones can hunt house flies or smaller beetles. But they don't spin a web to catch prey like we figure most spiders do. With their extraordinary eyesight, an individual will stalk their prey, waiting for the perfect opportunity to pounce and deliver an immobilizing bite. Yes, jumping spiders are venomous, as are all spider species, but they won't bite anything that much larger than them, and even if they did, the amount of venom they'd deploy is negligible, so don't worry. Interestingly, jumping spiders have been known to take down prey up to twice their size. Yes, you're more than twice their size, okay? Stop worrying. There are some species-specific methods of hunting that do differ from the norm. Quite interestingly, some spider species will just lie in wait. Similar to a snapping turtle, when prey comes across their path, they'll snatch it right up. Often these species use camouflage to blend in with their surroundings. Look for them on the sides of trees or buildings. Recent studies have revealed a somewhat enigmatic method of hunting that some Salticidae species utilize. It has been observed that jumping spiders will stalk their prey for confusingly long distances along complicated routes, even losing sight of their prey before finding them again. Previously, it was not believed that an animal with a brain so small could perform such a complicated task. Luckily, research teams are still studying this complex phenomenon. So, if jumping spiders don't spin webs to catch prey, what do they use their silk for? Jumping spiders do produce silk, as do all spider species, but they use theirs for 2 primary reasons. Firstly, when stalking prey and right before pouncing, they will deploy what is called a safety line, which is a thin strand of silk that they will anchor to a solid point in case they overshoot or miss their target. The other purpose of their silk is for building tents, which is what jumping spiders habitate in. They will create a small sling, usually in the corner on 3 axes, and this sling will support them in poor weather when they're sleeping, and it's also where they will lay their eggs. So let's go find a jumping spider. We know what they look like, but where should we look for them? We know they hunt small insects, and we know they're out during the day, so let's start there. So just outside of the entrance of our interpretive center, I found some small insects hanging out at the corner of the building. Let's see if there's any jumping spiders waiting for them. Look how cute that is. Huge abdomen on it, which makes me think it's a female. Possibly could be ready to lay eggs. Here it is next to my pinky for scale. So pretty small one here. Really cool find. This is just on the outside of the building. It's about 5 p.m., 60 degrees out. So these guys really are everywhere. And let's see if we can get her to jump. So when you see her turn around to face me, this is because she detects the motion in her secondary and tertiary eyes and points her primary eyes towards my finger so she can check out what it is that she detected. Very cool. She's climbing a 90-degree surface right now. So I've got her right here. So cool. Oh, do you guys just see that? She jumped. So cool, just jumping around. Let's see if we can get her to... Oh. So now she's hanging on a 180-degree surface just now. Alright, so we talked about how to find jumping spiders, what they look like, what they do, and hopefully you learned something cool too. Next time you're out, sitting by your window or walking the trails, keep an eye out for those little guys. They're a really cool sight to see. And just remember, if you spot one, that's probably one less mosquito in the area to bother you.